to stay inside. I'm trying to show you something new tonight. Hours from paradise, won't even have to tell me when or why.
You join me for another episode of Great British Bus Off. We're going on this bus here, the XL, taking us all the way from this beautiful city of Peterborough out into the Fenlands of Norwich. This bus promises leather seats, it promises a comfortable journey, it promises an express service. This is the XL. Come ride with me today and we'll see, is this bus going to be on our leaderboard? What's it going to be like? And how quickly can it get me out of Peterborough?
Welcome back to the second episode of the Great British Bus Off, and today we're trying out the XL. Although not this exact one, as I decided I wanted some lunch first, instead we're going to be trying the B route with bus YN69XZD, an ADL Enviro 400 city bus. But this is not just any Enviro 400, this has been spec'd out similar to, and maybe even better than, the Which Way. That's the bus we took on the last episode, so if you haven't watched that, go and have a look. Let's jump on board and see what this bus offers us. The branding on this bus is on point and we're wished an excellent journey, love it. A girl here getting her shoes on the chairs, tut tut, but then ascending the stairs we're treated to the best part of the XL, that amazing upper deck with skylights, coach quality leather seats, tables and a couple of single chairs also by the stairway. This is a top quality bus. For those of you that have seen my previous How Far Can I Get for a Tenner video, you'll have seen me on this bus already, but don't worry, we've got some extra footage and more of a review of the bus and route itself than we did on that video, so don't switch off thinking you've already seen this, you might learn something new today. Let's start off with our route. We're going to be running the B today. The B is one of 4 lettered variations to the XL to make it easier for people to understand where each bus goes. The B starts at Peterborough Queensgate bus station and with just one other stop in the city centre at the railway station. We follow that with Thorney and Guyherne before a good 15 minutes of express running till we hit Wisbech, where we have 4 stops. We follow this with Kings Lynn, Middleton, East Winch, Narborough, no, not the one in Leicester, Swaffham, 3 cute names in a row, Necton, Little Frensham and Scarning before we hit Dereham. Hockering comes after this, before Easton, the Cringleford interchange and lastly Norwich bus station. Whew, that's a lot of stops. The A variation basically stops everywhere along the route. The B is the quickest between Wisbech and Kings Lynn. The C runs fast from Swaffham and the D is basically a shortened express version between Dereham and Norwich. Thankfully, whilst this seems incredibly complicated, you can see that this bus has had Ray Stenning's treatment with easy to understand route maps all over the place. So what makes this bus special? Well, these leather seats for one are absolutely stunning. And they really need to be, as you'll be on this bus for up to 3 hours as you schlep along the A47 towards the seaside. They have a lovely red, grey and black contrasting design which remind me of the 36 from Harrogate. And I might upset some people here by saying this, but I think these seats are actually better than the 36s. I really miss the old leather seats on the old 36. Legroom is fantastic on all the seats I tried, including the front row. On the back of the seat, you've got that classic combo of wireless charging, phone stand, USB charging and a stop button. There's no reading light here, but we do have the useful addition of a coat or bag hook, great for keeping your bag off the floor if it's muddy. Onboard announcements are clear and concise, although a little bit robotic, which is a shame as I'm sure they could have hired a local celeb to give some detail about the stops and attractions through the journey. Gives it a little bit of character. Imagine the bus voiced by Kings Lynn's own Martin Brundle, for example. Thankfully there'll be no hugging the apex on today's journey.
Welcome aboard. This is an XL. Be service to Norwich, via Wisbech, Kings Lynn, Swaffham and Dereham.
Information is provided by real-time updating screens located on the top deck at the front and on the lower deck by a slightly larger screen. These are lovely and bright, but my biggest gripe? Why does the arrow point left for the next stop? Maybe it's me, but this doesn't seem to make sense. Surely the arrow should be pointed in the direction of travel, which is to the right towards the upcoming stops. My other complaint is that from further back on the top deck, the displays are a little hard to read, especially for a middle-aged guy with not the best eyesight. Maybe they could have had it periodically display the destination and next stop in a larger font before reverting back to the upcoming 3 or 4 stops, a bit like the more traditional LED displays that scroll the text at full height. It's not like there's not tons of time between stops to alternate things. Or maybe I should have just gone to Specsavers. As mentioned earlier, this bus is designed by the group Best Impressions, headed by Ray Stenning. Personally, I'm a massive fan of his work across many different public transport companies, but I know a lot of people aren't. Anyway, here on the XL, I think they've done a fantastic job throughout, from the outside in a striking red livery through to touches inside like the dad jokes, route branding, litter bins and various messages around the interior. It feels like everything was designed for where it needed to be and not an afterthought. Well done. The history of the XL bus is not actually an easily searchable thing, I found. I have even been in touch with the admin of the unofficial XL blog, Gerard, who has provided some information but said that even he found it hard to plot out the exact history of this route. What I have been able to glean from sources such as the XL blog from the aforementioned Gerard, a combination of Google and news articles from local sites and various bus magazines, is that the catalyst for this route starts back in the 1960s. Now I know what you're expecting me to say, the Beeching report, but shockingly our good friend Dr. Beeching actually recommended keeping the line open, but nevertheless BR closed it in 1968, pushing people to the bus. At the time the bus route was split into 2, the 336 from Peterborough to Kings Lynn and the 34 from Kings Lynn to Norwich. Between the early 70s and 1983, there were a number of route changes and changes to the service pattern to accommodate the extra passengers, including some rail link buses as well. These were all operated by the Eastern Counties subsidiary of the National Bus Company. 1983 saw the big change, which was the introduction of the East Line 784 service. That ran the full route of what we recognise today, with 5 buses a day from Peterborough to Norwich, and I'm assuming also back the other way. 1987 and Eastern Counties is privatised and changed hands a couple of times until in 1995 it becomes First Eastern Counties as it is today. This is the start of the first branding, and what follows by in 1996 is the renumbering of the service to the X94, which also saw some new coaches introduced and increases to service. In 1999 the service extends east from Norwich to Great Yarmouth, and services are now up to hourly on weekdays. The following year it then extends further to Lowestoft. 2001 saw the start of the XL brand from what I can see on the companion X95 service, which runs from Lowestoft to Watton. 2004 then saw it rebranded again, with the X94 and X95 combined into just the X1. 2013 saw the first luxury double-deckers introduced with leather seats. 2014 the route was split at Norfolk, but it was still labelled as the X1 throughout. And then in 2020 this is where we've seen the most recent change, with the X1 now just being the route from Norwich to the coast, the main part becoming the XL and the introduction of 19 new top-spec Enviro 400 city buses. That's the buses we're riding on today, by the way. At this point, all the older high-spec XXLs, oof, that's a mouthful, were moved to Great Yarmouth for the various old X1, X11 routes. It's time to run the numbers, folks, and I think this one could do pretty well. For interior and comfort, this is coach level luxury on a £3 bus ticket. It's a 9 from me. Looking at the views and vibes, well, it's pretty flat out there in the Fens, but it's not a bad view, and some of the little villages and towns that you pass through are pretty quaint. Plus, of course, you do pass through the gate in King's Lynn, so I'm going to go with a 7 on this one. Value for money? Well, let's just put it this way, we're getting 80 miles for £3. That's 4p per mile. I'm not even sure I could manage that in my diesel car sat in 5th gear on a motorway. 10 out of 10 for me. Destination? Well, Peterborough has the cathedral, which is gorgeous, but then that's about it. It's 70s-tastic. Norwich is okay. It's fine, in fact, if you look at the sign, but it's not something I'd write home about, so another 7 here. Lastly, the showstopper. Well, this bus itself is the showstopper. It's a beautiful red bus with first class as standard. 9 out of 10 from me. This gives us a total score of 42 and quite easily slides this into top of the leaderboard, just popping the X43 down to second.
Wow, I am now at Norwich bus station with a very sore bum. 3.5 hours pretty much on that bus. That was the XL from Peterborough up to Norwich. Wow, it was a really good bus actually, a really well spec'd bus, and you can get, what's that, 80 miles, 100 kilometres for £3, all the way from Peterborough through to Norwich. I think that was a brilliant bus. Really impressed with it, to be honest. I'm just going to sit in here because it's getting extremely windy outside, but yeah, really good bus. I thought that was really well spec'd. Leather seats, what do we have? Leather seats, Wi-Fi, next stop announcements, USB charging. What else do we have? Pretty much, and there was tables on there as well. Didn't use the tables, didn't need to, but yeah, really good bus. Quite well loaded as well, so although I think I might have been the only weirdo that was going all the way from Peterborough to Norwich, but there was really good loadings with lots of people getting on and off, so it's obviously a well used and well liked bus service, so that's brilliant. Glad you came along with me. If you could drop me a like and a subscribe, that'd be fantastic. If you get the option to hype the video, I would absolutely love that as well, and I hope to see you on another journey very soon.